baby. All right, now listen. This is y'all first game of the season, and they had a tune-up last week, and they shut a team out.
Right.
Now has a defensive coordinator. I know your job is to put the halt to a team,
Right.
and all that. But how you think your team gonna do today?
They got some good backs. We watch a lot of film. Quarterback can throw it. They got some big receivers, but we got some young guys that can tackle, and we got some good corners. We look pretty good. We're ready to go. We're pretty confident in what we got.
So do y'all fly? Tell us a little something about your defense. Do y'all fly around? Are y'all more laid back? How do y'all approach the game?
We come get it. Name of the game is, we don't lay back. We come hard and we attack. Period.
Obviously, you've been out here for a couple of years with this team. Obviously, you got their respect. Tell me how it is coaching men versus coaching women.
I really don't see too much of a difference. I mean, when I'm with the women, I don't get too much of a problem. Like you said, if you know the game, you know the game. And so that's pretty much where it is. I find that women try to soak up more stuff, and it's a little, you have to put a little extra because that's not something that traditionally girls grew up playing, but now it's a little different. So it's like girls come in and they know the game of football, not like it was 15 years ago.
Right, I do understand that because I too coach women, and I remember the first time I was at practice. One of the times I was at practice when I first started coaching them, and a female got hurt and she started crying.
Right.
And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I was supposed to go over there and hug her. Right. I didn't know what to do, and because I know if a guy started crying, I'd be like, brush it off. So I called a cousin of mine, and I said, what do I do? And she said, treat them like football players.
Exactly. Exactly. That's 100%.
And from that point on, I never had a problem with what I do if something go wrong. No. Treat them like I would treat a football player.
Listen, girls, they're women, they're football players. So that's the game, Just like in that movie, there's no crying in baseball. You get hurt, everybody plays kind of hurt in football, so they're football players because if you know the game, you know the game.
Right. And so now what is your second year or third year with the Panthers?
This is my second year.
Okay. And outside of the Panthers, do you coach anywhere else?
I was coaching with Coach Pittman for a while. I was coaching New Mission, and I coached for the Burke, and I coached with Coach Beasley for a while. I coached the Boston Militia. I coach right now my Showstoppers, my flag football team. So,
Now do they still play out?
Yes, down in Roslindale.
In Roslindale, right? Mm-hmm. You know what? Y'all been playing out there for a while.
Yeah, I'm a founder of that too. I was one of the first teams playing. That's how I started in professional football.
right, y'all up 27-0. Your defense is just balling. I mean, you actually not having to do too much work.
Our offense, they're struggling over here to stay warm.
But once again, y'all still doing a good. That was a great first drive. And what would you like to see out of your second half of your offense, though?
I mean, I want to see the foot on the gas. One thing's for sure, this is the first game of the year. We're here, we're trying to get better, we're trying to put in work. And we got a big roster, so we got a lot of guys that we're trying to fit in and see where guys look good in different roles. So we really want to make sure everyone gets a fair opportunity to show what they got.
So now, one of the hard things to do is in a game where it's a blowout. Now, it's 4 quarters to a football game. So like you said, you're going to keep your foot on the gas. But one of the things that, it's hard to do is keep your foot on the gas and then not look like you're running up the score. And then you want to play a bunch of different people to see so how are you going to balance that?
The bottom line is, when I tell these guys in practice execution, we're coming out here, we want to look good, we want the plays to look good. If the plays aren't looking good, we're doing something wrong. There's no sense in telling the guy not to score. So, that's the defense's job to do that. We're here to put up points, and that's what we're going to do.
He cuffed it. He's still going. Oh, wide open.
Mondo. And listen, man, y'all defense brought the heat today, man. You coming off the edge. You know, listen, my thing is, just like I told a gentleman earlier, that y'all defense, the best defense against the pass is the pass rush. And when y'all bringing heat, then that forcing that quarterback to come out that pocket and let that ball go, and then you get like 7 interceptions and all that. So I want to present you with the Trench Life Award for this week for bringing it.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I just want to thank you. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix, Bird Gang, to the rest of y'all, ECFL, watch me.
Well, listen, how do you think you done today?
Honestly, that wasn't even my best game. I'm just getting started. That's all I'm saying.
All right, well, listen, we got more of these, so that it ain't one of these things where you just win one. You can keep winning it, all right? All right, Coach Link, man, listen. Both offensively and defensively, y'all brought it. You got to be happy about that.
Time, man. We've been going at it since mid-July, late July. January. And it was beautiful to watch, man. Finally coming out here. You know, I know they've been wanting to get at it against another team, you know, for a long time. So it was good to finally see them out here. But, you know, we got a lot of work to do because I feel like we kind of went a little cold at the end. So 60 minutes, that's what I'm trying to preach, man. If we want to win a championship, got to go 60 minutes.
Right, and sometimes it's hard, just like I was talking to one of your coordinators. It's hard sometimes when you up by that big lead. We know football is a full quarter, but we also know how humans are. And when you get that big lead some of the time, you tend to kind of, you know, back off. And then I know y'all were trying to get other players in too. So, but like I said, for 4 quarters, y'all still brought it.
I mean, that's the plan. Like I said, I preach 60 minutes. You know, I mean, we had some injuries. I mean, we was dropping out there left and right. So I kind of made it hard to, you know, get our flow going. But, you know, for the most part, you know, 60 minutes. Like I said, I don't want to let off. You know, we have a new culture this year. You know, it's my first year as a head coach. So I'm just basically trying to establish us being a well-disciplined, you know, hard-hitting team that's going to play for the entire game. So there's never going to let it be a letdown. So.
Well, I tell you what, I was impressed by what I saw, man, because like I said, you know, when you get that many turnovers, that means somebody's doing some work out there. And then one thing I like is they didn't just get turnovers. They said all they was missing was Dion Hastaff.
That's it. And I mean, you know, for the most part, you know, I see they had a little fun out here, but I be hard on these dudes. You know, all that celebrating and popping off on the forum and all that. Like, I leave that for all y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been quiet all off season. We came out here and we show what we all about. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to talk about it. We don't got to zip nobody up, body bag, nothing. We ain't trying to talk on the forum, man. We trying to come out here and perform on the field. And I'm not even capping nobody because to each his own how they motivate. Right. But I'm old school, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's all about
you
playing.
1-0 and y'all done y'all thing, man. And I appreciate your time, man.
Thank you.